It's 2026 and we're still having a conversation about whether or not the lights will stay on. Not how we'll power the next decade, whether the lights will stay on. Electricity is the baseline promise of a functioning state. Roads, water, power, those are not gifts. Those are the contract. And unfortunately, here in Ghana, that contract has been broken under every government for decades. Now, here's what makes it worse. We know why it keeps happening. In Ghana, bad electricity cost government elections. The 2026 election proved that. So the incentive is to stabilize it just enough, for just long enough to win. Capacity is added under pressure, expensive agreements are signed in a hurry, debt accumulates, the next government inherits the mess, and the cycle begins again and again and again. When you're in power, the refrain is, we're managing it, be patient. When you're in opposition, it becomes, this is incompetence, this is sabotage. Same problem, same broken system, different scripts depending on who's holding the mic. And while that performance continues to play out, a chopper owner loses a freezer full of food. A seamstress misses a deadline. A student studies by candlelight. A business owner has to find a way to power a generator in order to work. The political class manages the narrative. Ordinary Ghanaians absorb the bill. So what does it actually take to change this? Honest accounting, not just when you're in opposition. Independent oversight that survives elections. And a public that will stop accepting we are working on it as a substitute for results. Because the problem is not only that the power goes out. The problem is that we have built a political culture that rewards survival over actual lasting solutions. Stable electricity is not an achievement. It's a minimum standard. And until we start demanding that, we will keep having this conversation in 2027, in 2028, in 2030. Same problem, different election cycle.